Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War stream, Campaign 17, Week 5, Day 7. So we're streaming a little bit earlier today, mostly because it's Super Bowl in about 2 hours from now. But we're going to be doing it now, going through all the normal things we normally do. We have ourselves the weekly spoilers to go through, though we don't have the official post, but we can still go through everything through Terran's Road, of course. Aside from that, we're going to be doing a lot of things this stream, a lot of things for a very short duration. For one, we're going to reach level 1,900 on Hero. Another one, we're going to be getting the newest hero class, the one from, at this point, about a month ago, the Nightweaver. We're going to be getting this to level 100. It is currently 99. Actually, how close is it to 99? It's probably like right there. I know, it's actually right at the level, but it's not going to take that long at all. Just doing the vault keys will get us there. I want to try to open every last vault key we have, which is 90 of them, which that alone will be way more than enough to even get our level. We're going to finish up Bounty Hunter. And we're going to finish up Underspire. And I believe that's all the things. But before we do, let's go over all the weekly spoilers. We don't have the official post yet. However, we do have Terran's World with everything that it has. There are 2 new troops that are coming out tomorrow. The one available for Glory is the Brass Drake. It is a Sword's Edge event. This is irrelevant for 2 reasons. One is, it's actually one of the events we have not had for the Starry Pets. There are currently only 3 left. Wood, Sword's Edge, and Kazil. And we're getting Sword's Edge tomorrow. So yeah, we have that. That's pretty cool. So we almost have all those finally from that patch like nearly a year ago. But we're going to be getting 2 new troops. The other thing that's interesting about this is Sword's Edge has like 1.5 billion troops now. I believe it has the highest amount of troops of any kingdom by a margin of like 3 now? 2? 3? Something absurd. But it definitely is the most trooped out kingdom currently. Like, especially since it's getting 2 next week instead of 1. Anyways, as far as what this does, it converts all purple gems to blue lightning gems. So another lightning gem mechanic. Blue ones are, of course, the ones that go horizontal. If the dragon commander's on the team, which is the other troop, I assume, it will explode a gem. So not really much value there, but I guess that could chain reaction all of your lightning gems, if nothing else. It's 30% score reduction, not great, not horrible, and 50% mana start. For the most part, I don't really see much of a use for this thing, but it's another lightning gem mechanic for the pile. Next, we have the dragon commander. This will be for the raid event that we have going on next week. 12 mana cost, red blue. Deal some damage to an enemy. If they are a boss, obviously deal up to 5 times extra damage. And it will also create 5 lightning gems. So those are the vertical ones and have chance of actually aligning. It doesn't really have anything special other than standard raid trip stuff. Basically standard raid trip just with 5 lightning gems if it gets a kill. But pretty standard otherwise. Anyways, those are those 2. Aside from that, obviously we have a raid event going on next week, as both of those are raid related. Where is it in all this mess? There it is, raid. Of course, we have Underspire for Sword's Edge, which, now that I think about it, this will also be the first Underspire for Sword's Edge. Sword's Edge, bit of a weird one as far as options that we have. You can spam that one Mythic that hits all enemies, while gaining 1 to all stats per turn, which stacks that one blue guy. You have Queen Jezebel, and you can kind of spam that into like a big attack gain and just keep getting mana and cycling that back and forth. And a few other things like that. For the most part, it's lacking a bit in options. I know when we were restricted to it for PvP, it was definitely one of the slower ones. And we got to do that for all of Underspire next week, so that's not ideal. But anyways, it's not the worst possible kingdom, though. So it is pretty low down there. Plus, its hero class is awful. With the only real redeeming factor being that's the only Knight class now that they made Death Knight, what is it, Undead? Yeah, Undead, instead of Knight. Anyways, we have a raid event. We don't currently know what the... Actually, never mind. There isn't any kind of special scoring for it. Never mind. I was going to say, we don't know the special scoring because with the... We don't have the official post, but this is for world events. This is always the same scoring. Just kill raid boss with a raid troop. And of course, the raid troop also gets double magic for this event. Anyways, faction, we have ourselves for the one for Sword's Edge, which is the Crypt. You basically just insta-kill all of them. Pretty easy one. Wednesday, we're going to have 2 Valentine's Day pets. One in-game, we're going to be getting the 2024 Valentine's Day pet. The Rosebud, this thing right here. That thing. This thing. Well, I guess without the background. Yeah, we'll be getting those flowers. Literally just a flower pet. I was expecting like eyes or something somewheres, but I think it's literally just flowers. And nothing else. Normally they give them like a face or something else. But no, we're literally just getting flowers on Wednesday. But I will also have one of the old Valentine's Day pets to hand out as well during our normal nightly stream at 8 p.m. that night. Of course, today's not our normal time. But, you know, at our standard time that we normally stream at, we'll be handing out a code for that pet as well. Not for that one, but for the one of the old ones. Anyways, so 2 Valentine's Day pets that day. Thursday, we have ourselves the class event for Knight. Pretty underwhelming class, though it is the only Knight hero class, so has that going for it. And Friday, we have a faction event for Werewoods. Werewoods was... Yeah, isn't that one really annoying one with the transforms? That's one of the hardest pure factions to do. So it is worth considering trying to do it during this. Who knows? Maybe the new Werehound will actually make it easier. What does it do? What does it do? It deals magic plus, definitely not that number, to an enemy. If the enemy has Hunter's Mark, deal triple damage. The 25% chance to go to Torbird. Yeah, it's one of those that goes to Torbird, as does everything. I was hoping for some reason it wouldn't. But no, it's still a pure RNG kingdom. It's by far one of the most annoying pure factions to do due to how luck-based it is. That's unfortunate. How much damage does it actually do, though? Obviously, it's not plus that much. Let me see. Does it actually show over here, or is it also glitched out? Yeah, if that releases like that, that would be really funny. I really hope. I really hope that this Friday, this troop releases with a plus 6,830 damage single target hit. That will be really hilarious. In all fairness, if they did that, it still wouldn't be good for anything but the faction. Just because of how slow it would be to instantly kill things one at a time. I mentioned this in the past. It's actually one of the reasons why like Zolgoth and some things, like way back when, weren't really as good. Because whenever the meta is to kill everything simultaneously, for example, Stellarix right now, or even Diamantina if you don't have Stellarix, or even like Phoenicia or Scourge of Honor if you don't have those. Whenever the meta is to kill everything simultaneously, it is normally very slow to use a single insta-kill with no follow-up, even if it's a low mana cost. So even if they leave this exactly like this, it'll only be good for the faction. It will actually never be used outside the faction, unless you're like a newer player and you need a good damage source. But otherwise, it'll just be quicker to kill everything simultaneously, ideally with a follow-up option, rather than ending your turn every single time you have to cast this. But I really hope this releases like this, because it would be hilarious. It'll be by far the highest hitting thing that has ever been in the game that isn't insta-kill. It would hit on average about 6,900. So, yeah, almost 7,000 damage per attack. So, we'll find out if they forget to change that. Or just a mistype on their part. I have no clue. But that's going to be really funny if they forget about that. And it actually releases with a plus 6,830 damage bonus. That'll be really funny. But anyways, that's everything we're getting next week. I'm really curious to see what happens on Friday. I highly doubt that's going to happen. But there's a non-zero chance we get a troop that hits for like 7,000 on Friday. Next week's Friday. Which out of all the glitches they could possibly do, that would be one of the most hilarious ones in recent times. And I really hope it happens. But anyways, hello everyone. Hope you guys have been having a wonderful weekend. Let me start from the top. Hello Sonny. Hello Tyrion. Hello Mark. Hello Isabel. Hello Supernova. I just skipped right over Supernova. Hello Supernova. Hello Tony. Hello Gustavo. Hello Alec. Hello Adresia. Hello everyone else. Welcome. Hope all has been well. Anyways, we went down the rundown earlier, but basic game plan is clear out all Bounty Hunter, clear out all of Underspire, clear out every last Vault key we have, and along the way we will hit level 1,900, as well as max out this hero class. And by this hero class, I mean Nightweaver. I just realized I'm not using the hero class right now because we're doing Bounty Hunter. Imagine a ×3 empowered team. Oh gosh. There will eventually be a day where a 4 times empowered team will exist and be viable. With the way that empowers have been going lately, there will legitimately be a 4 times empowered team. And it'll probably be 4 of the same troop. It's not even going to be 4 different troops. They will eventually release an empowered troop so strong, it'll just be 4 of that troop. Oh yeah, we're live a lot earlier today. It's mostly because of the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is, I believe, at 6:30 kickoff. But I wanted to order all my food a little bit ahead of time. They're streaming until by 5. Hopefully all the food will get here by about 6. And yeah, I'll have all the food before everyone starts ordering. He's always like doing it a little bit beforehand because they get swamped like crazy with everyone ordering. Unless you want to wait like an hour. Like I'm pretty sure even with ordering that early, I'm still probably going to have to wait like a half an hour longer than normal. But a half an hour longer than normal would still be before kickoff. Whereas if you do it the other way around, you're not getting it till midway through. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Shujin Ninja. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Jay. Welcome, welcome. Alright, what do we need here? How many more battles do we need? I keep doing these. I actually don't need to use every sigil we have. I think we're almost already there. Probably gonna double check. We only need 250,000 total points for full completion. We can even switch over to a Tesla team right now if we really want to. I think we're deep enough on points where we can actually get away with it at this point. I'll double check where we are at. At this point, it should only be like another fight or two. Like every single mode that we're doing today, we're barely even gonna have to do to complete them out. They're all pretty much right at the precipice of completion. Yeah, there we go. How many points is that total now? We are at one more fight. Oh gosh. We can just take out the easiest one. I think that's still enough points at this point. No, the second easiest would be the... Oh, we'll take a normal one. Actually, should have done a normal one with extra stats or something. Or just do Tesla. We could easily just do a Tesla. Get a little one-shot Tesla out if we did a stat boost. Oh well, we'll do it with the normal team. Get it out with a proper team. I was winding out the code after we go finish out Underspire. We'll finish out this, we'll finish out Underspire. Finish out whatever little knick-knack stuff we have. Hand out the code after Underspire. And then, pretty much just open Volkies for the rest of the stream. I'll be doing a lot of Volkies this stream. I hope to finish the entire 90 stack. I'll probably do it. I should have enough time. As long as we're quick on everything else, we should be fine. Even if it goes over a little, it won't be that big a deal. Alright, there we go. And that is all of Bounty Hunter completed. Did we get anything from it? Not really. Major Purple's not horrible, I guess. Just don't really need them at the moment. As far as dailies, I already finished out everything else. I did a little bit of PvP earlier. Need to do some more PvP later, too. We won't be doing any PvP on stream. But, wait, do I have to do all of Adventure Board or just the one? Oh, no, just the one. Perfect. But, we won't be doing any PvP on stream, but I am going to try to hit 20,000 from, like, 0, pretty much, off stream. Main reason for that is, I only need 20,000 to make first place in my bracket for PvP this week. And that is more than an entire free D-book for doing almost nothing. I missed it the other time around, and I didn't have enough time because I had a dentist appointment the following day, pretty early on. But this time around, I have pretty much nothing on Monday, like this Monday. You know, other than the normal stuff, like recording the Gems of War video and all that. But my Monday is very free this time around. So, I can just stay up and do it. I'll probably just do it during the Super Bowl. I might be a little bit too busy eating during it, but nothing else will do it after Super Bowl. 2 Stellaryxes are better than 1. Honestly, I don't think 2 Stellaryx teams are needed. Compared to just doing it with a buff or wand or something else. I feel like it's a little overkill. Not to mention, you could just do a Diamantina there, too. Like Stellaryx, Diamantina, something. If you really wanted to go down the more damage route. Alright, there we go. Don't need to take the other 2. Wants me to go clear out dungeon, which is something we would definitely want to do, especially on a diamond day, where it's really good value to throw 50 gems there. You should really be doing that every single day if you still want to get old mythics. But it is particularly valuable on Sundays when you get pure diamonds from it. Top 3, come on, please, come on. Yes, look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, I'll hand out an extra code. Fine. All right, 2 codes tonight, apparently. We'll hand out one now for the perfect dungeon, and another one a little bit later. Probably after Underspire. There you guys go. There's the first code. We'll have another one in a little bit. Those are the ones with a little bit extra gold in them, too. All the gold we didn't get from last month. But look at that. Very nice. Gotta get everything done this stream. A little bit of everything. Even a perfect dungeon. Put it towards our diamond, our Stellaryx that we're never gonna get. Our second Stellaryx. The main reason I'm never gonna get a second Stellaryx is I don't want to ruin how perfect it is that we have one of everything. Because I have exactly, without disenchanting any of them, we got a perfect one of everything. And we had it all on stream too, so we have proof of it happening. But we got exactly one of every. As perfect of you could possibly get from the eggs. And I don't want to get multiple Stellaryx as it would ruin the all ones. So we're gonna forever have one Stellaryx. Which if they ever buff Diamantina to be more in line with Stellaryx, you know, so it actually has a use case. You're gonna want to do that anyways, like a Stellaryx and a Diamantina rather than double Stellaryx. Using your Diamantina as the finisher. And your Stellaryx as a pseudo mana accumulator. Because it technically does both. Oh no, my damage source. That's a problem. Wait, I kind of need that. Luckily, that doesn't ruin your perfect. You can lose this as many times as you want, and it actually still counts as a perfect outlay, though. It only matters if you scout the rooms correctly. It does not actually matter if you win flawlessly. That's the only problem with first slot Stellaryx. It's not that tanky. I don't think Diamantine actually has advantage over it. It's really spell resistant, but it's not that score resistant. It does have score reduction, just not that high. But there we go, 120 Dragonite. And just for the sake of it, can we find some free diamonds? Nope. Nope. And we already know that one isn't, but nope. Okay, there we go. Yeah, another perfect dungeon. How much Dragonite is that now? I want to say 5,000? Or is it? Ah, almost. 4,518. We're getting there. Almost 5,000. We'll need a little over 10,000 by the time the next cycle of dragons comes around, whenever that's going to be. I can throw down one of my XP boosters, I guess. Install the rest for later. I want to wait till we get to Volkies, though. So we finished up Bounty Hunter. We finished out a perfect dungeon. Let's go do... Underspire, then. We currently have 12 torches. I already spent the 50 gems. Alright, that reminds me. I gotta go do that one other daily. We'll do that next. Before I forget. Because if I don't do it next, I will completely forget to go do the Lunar New Year event. I haven't missed it yet, I don't believe. But every day you miss it, especially if you're going for all rewards, costs you quite a bit of gems. It won't matter this time around for us, for the most part, just because we pretty much already have all the rewards. I just need the pet at this point, the golden pet. You're one green deed away from 30 stars Zolkari. Nice, huge. Yeah, it's a great one to have, finally. So, hello, Logic Slayer. Welcome, welcome. I still think I'm like 14 or 15 purple deeds short for my second maxed Magic Kingdom. Well, technically our third Magic Kingdom, but our second purple Magic Kingdom. We're not even like halfway there to the next one. You got your first Sentinel and Underspire last night. Nice. Are they rare? Yes. They're like 1.5% or so, give or take a bit, per a dead end room that you find. Realistically, you should only find like one a month with how rare they are. And that's assuming you do all of Underspire every week. Yeah, they are really, really, really rare. And it is possible to get duplicates too. So on average, you have to get like 14 of them, give or take a bit, before you're likely to have them all. And I have found 2 so far. So we got a ways to go. It's a grind that actually takes over a year of doing Underspire, on average. Unless you get really lucky. Like, it didn't realistically take a year and a half to 2 years. The troops themselves are okay. They're nothing particularly special. Like, they're usable, but you're not really going to use them for the most part. They're in that kind of category of troop. But they are still required for kingdom upgrades, which is probably the biggest downside of them. Because they actually do need them for completion. Because each one's a kingdom upgrade. For a corresponding kingdom. I do wish they would tweak their drop rate just a little bit. I feel like they're slightly too rare. Like, I feel like if you're full scouting the entirety of Underspire pretty much every single week, you should be getting one like every other week. Whereas right now it's like every 4 to 6 weeks or so. They have to be at least like double as common. I think would put them at a good place. Ah, that's not what we want to see. Okay, we might have to buy more torches. I'm almost guaranteed it's over there, but we already scouted this far. Let's go check our double dead end room. In case it's not. Also, hello, Chad. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Mark. Hello, Cookie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Tony. Do you think we need a harder mode? Well, so far, the hardest mode that we've ever had, and we haven't had it in months at this point because of the PvP rework, is Guild War. So maybe they'll make that the super hard mode once they rework Guild War again. Because, yes, most modes are really easy in the game. Or just really grindy if they're not necessarily easy. But it's mostly because of power creep. And power creep benefits the player way more than it benefits the enemy team. But so far, the highest difficulty mode in the entire game we haven't had in like 2 months now. That being Guild War, of course. The problem with Guild War, though it's likely being reworked by next patch, because that's why we haven't had it for so long, because of the new PvP system and everything. But, Guild War, at least the previous version of Guild War, since we might never have a Guild War like that again. But Guild War is definitely the hardest mode in the game. The problem with it is its reward is not anywhere near as good relative to the fact that it's the hardest mode in the game. Like, its reward is really dated. Something they'll likely update when they update PvP. Which might actually happen next patch at this point. Because I'm pretty sure they're not doing a Guild War until we get a patch. The next patch should be late February, early March. Going for it. Do blue, do blue. Yeah. How on earth did you miss an extra turn with that, though? There's something else they really need to change at some point in the future. Currently, every single power gem can overwrite its corresponding color. So, for example, I just created blue lightning gems. But those blue lightning gems just overwrit the blue gems that were already on the board. They really need to change it so that doesn't happen for every single one. Blue potion should overwrite blue things. Blue, you know, any power gem that is specifically only one color, and one color only, should not override anything else that corresponds to that color. But currently it does, and it makes a lot of them really weak. One of the biggest beneficiaries of that, if they ever do actually tweak it, would be Catharix, oddly enough. Because he creates 3 different power gems. And if those 3 different power gems couldn't overlap with any of those 3 colors specifically, it would drastically increase his viability. Not that he's bad right now, it'd just make him really, really good if they ever did. Also, I would love if we could get some mana. Why does it feel like we've been getting no mana this entire battle? We need mana. There we go. And luckily taking a death there means nothing. We have 6 torches left. Is that enough? I have 1 lantern left. That lantern will be used to double the gold. I am not going to bother doubling the pet orb this week. We're going to have barely enough, assuming we don't have like a double path where we can make a mistake over here. Find out, it'll probably be one. They should increase the number of Sentinel room fights. That could work too. If they don't increase the actual rate. They should make it so every single dead end ever is a Sentinel. So that there's only 3 types of rooms that you could ever dead end into. A merchant, the boss room, or Sentinels. Yeah, that would be a good improvement. If literally every dead end, or you know, every dead end that goes 4 or further. Like obviously a dead end like this will probably not be one. But if they make every dead end that goes 4 or further, like this one, into one of those rooms, that could work. Like rooms like this wouldn't be, most likely. But every single one 4 or deeper being a dead end, if they made all those into treasure rooms, I can see that working out. Because that would be quite a substantial increase to it without being like too broken. Only problem with that is that would waste a lot more torches though. Which I guess for them would kind of be beneficial. Because you'd on average have to spend slightly more gems if they were to do a change like that. So it would increase the rate at which you would get the legends. But you'd probably spend an extra like 50, 100 gems a week doing it. How on earth did you miss all that? I need double. Oh, I'm just gonna get the other guy to full mana. Alright, double, that's a dead end. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's this way. It's a bit of a weird way to have it. Yeah, we gotta go this way. The double's almost guaranteed double dead end. Alright, I was gonna take that, but I guess it took itself. We'll take that one down then. Get our explosion. Come on, do an enchant again. I like when it does enchant. Makes things easier. Oh, that's how we killed it earlier. I was wondering when we got a kill off of this thing, because I didn't think it had infernal armor. The kill was when we got reflect off of this cast. I didn't even notice that earlier. I kind of forgot about. Oh no, you submerge. I don't have Dispel on this team, do I? That's a bit problematic. It would have been battle 1 if it wasn't for that fact of that thing. Oh no. Alright. Let's figure this out. Go for explosion. And nothing need to move over there. Take a green. Actually, let me take green yellow. He's not submerged anymore. That's great to see. We'll just poke him for free, though I don't really need it, but I guess since we're doing it anyways, might as well. And down he goes. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's the boss room, apparently. Someone needs to get full mana already. We'll do that. Get our Scourge of Honor. Get our other little explode. If I could click. And hopefully this will just do mana for once. Come on, mana for once? No. Wonderful. Look at all that mana for them. Oh, he does just get his mana back. He doesn't even get his full mana back either. Alright, Scourge of Honor. Luckily we got enchant there. That should be enough. That's one of your spell reduction, and you do not. Oh, yeah, that one Queen Ysabeau we just killed. That's the one I was talking about earlier. We're probably gonna have to spam that a ton for next week. Alright, there we go. With one torch to spear. Unfortunately, there isn't anything I can do with one torch, though. But, alright, that'll be the final 2 fights, then. We throw a lantern on this and hopefully don't lose. We shouldn't. It doesn't even have the Rubrafen on it. They still haven't fixed that, by the way. I wonder if they will next patch, or if they just kind of completely forgot about it. I'm not sure if anyone in the betas ever mentioned it. This is one of those things I would mention the betas back when I was in the betas, like 6-7 years ago. That would go, like, literal years without ever being fixed, and or never fixed ever. This battle still doesn't have Rubraf. You know how long we've had Underspire now? And they still have not added Rubraf to the Rubraf battle? Which, to a degree, is actually a good thing that they haven't, from a easy perspective, as it makes this battle substantially less difficult. But they still have not added Rubraf to that fight. Hello, Florian! Welcome, welcome. Alright, we got 2 attempts at the final fight, though. I'm pretty sure we'll only need 1. And that will be Underspire completed. Then we'll go hand out our second code. And then finish out whatever few dailies we have. Most notably, I think the only one left is to do the Lunar New Year event. And then the rest of the stream will just be opening Vault keys. Ideally until we hit 0. The bare minimum until we hit level 100 on the class. As well as level, oh gosh, what's it called? Level 1900 on hero as well. Because those were the 2 biggest goals. I don't mind too much if we don't use every Vault key tonight. Like, it's a goal to try to, but if we don't, it's not that big a deal. We can easily just throw them in whenever. It's not like Vault events next weekend or anything, and even if it was, we could easily throw it in between them. Next Vault weekend's actually not for a while. Though it's back to the standard, like, once every 4 weeks, so that's still, you know, normal time frame. Just early on in the year, we were just getting a ton of them out of nowhere. Ah, there we go. And I have 1 torch left. Unfortunately, of course, there is nothing we can do with 1 singular torch, though. Ah, there we go. And it's not really worth spending that many more gems on a few extra torches at this point. So we'll leave it there. Alright. Oh, so I just realized we still have over 100 million gold. Did I even donate gold to the guild this week? I don't feel like I did. I didn't. I was going to say, that number seems... Oh, no! I can't. Can anyone in my guild donate 415,000 gold? I can't donate gold until someone donates gold. I can't have it be a weird number. It'll drive me crazy to no end. And I can't input. Actually, can I input? Wait. I want to see something. Hold up. Never mind. I don't need it. I forgot. I can click the 100,000. It's just when you click complete, it does a weird number. I forgot. I could just spam the 100,000 button. Never mind. I forgot. I forgot that was a thing. Which I might as well do the other reward too. We do another 500,000. Get the other one in there. Never mind. Completely forgot you could literally just hit the 100,000 button. I just always click the complete button. Because you could do 1,000,000 at a time that way. But, yeah, you can also do it that way. I completely forgot. And those are all the rewards we got from that. The whole guild. A bunch of glory keys, some gem keys, event keys, and a useless kraken. It used to be meta. Not these days, though. Anyways, I think that's every daily except for Lunar New Year. Let's go do that. Before I forget, Tower of Doom obviously has already been completed since, like, Thursday, as it normally has. Let's go do our battles. Already bought up the battles. Just gotta go do them now. And, of course, we're still running the same team as earlier. We're running a Stellarix into Easy Cattle. Though, I'm not sure why. I don't have Bork on this team. Oh, I know why. I went for 50% Mana Start instead of Bork. That's why I'm not running Bork. But either or work pretty well. If you do go down the Bork route, you replace out Hero for Mech. I think I did it this way because we still wanted Class XP for Nightweaver. At this point, we'll get the rest of the Class XP off of Volkies right now. As soon as we go clear out these battles. So we won't need to worry about doing that anymore. We can actually use whatever the most effective hero class is. Which on this team would be Mech into Bork. We do have to drop Essentia for it, though. Or He Cattle, but most likely Essentia. Well, in all fairness, the way that donating gold has been for guild has had 3 different layouts. The one that we've had in the current state of the game is the one that's been around the longest for like 6 or 7 years. But there were 2 other layouts of how you contributed gold back in the day. It hasn't always been the same system. Actually, this is oddly enough one of the weakest systems we've ever had for guild rewards. They actually nerfed it twice. They nerfed it once when there was a super exploit that was basically infinite resources. So obviously, they had to nerf that pretty quickly. And the other time they nerfed it was when they added epic tasks and everything else. They did it around the time when gold rates went up. When they added extra speed. So when they added 4 times speed to the game, they substantially reworked how guild tasks worked and kind of nerfed them into the ground. Just because the rate of gold coming into the game was so much higher than before. Due to 4 times speed rather than default speed. Because initially, when 4 times speed came out, guild tasks were not nerfed. You still had the extra loot of, you know, winning 4 times quicker, with none of the nerfs corresponding to it. But obviously, over the next several months, they nerfed quite a few things to correspond to the new gold rates and everything. Alright, let's go crack open an EXP booster, and let's go get our double level. During this same Palooza, or not Palooza, whatever you want to call it, the EXP booster, we should be able to get both. Let me just double check that we've done everything. So, Bounty Hunter, check, completed. Tower of Doom, I already know you're completed, but let me just look at it. Check and check, as there's 2 things you have to do. You got to make sure you get to floor 26, and you got to make sure your guild is finished stage 16. If one is not completed, you have not actually finished it, as there are still rewards you get. Up to 25 completion, you get deeds here. Or not deeds, you get scroll books. Not scroll books, I will eventually say the right thing. Whatever they're called, Forge Scrolls. You get Forge Scrolls up to 25th completion. So once that says 26, you're done. And obviously you get all these rewards up to stage 16. So if one is done, you still have to do the other if it is not already done. Also, make sure to get that weapon too. That weapon's actually going to be pretty good. Same as the whole category of weapons. Alright, we already have that max, so that's checked off. Campaign's been done since Monday without even doing anything. Pet Rescue, I already checked it. Event, already did it. Other event, already did it literally just now. Alright, I think that's all the things. Let's go now and, yeah, we'll open that EXP booster. And let's start opening our Vault Keys for the rest of the stream then. See if we can get anything good. And you know what? I will hand out a 3rd code to stream. We already handed out 2, but I'll hand out a 3rd if we get any of the insane drops. Like, I'm talking, like, gold medal, silver medal, power orb. I'll even accept a 300 gem. I'll only do it for one, though. It's because we already handed out so many codes this stream. But if we get any of the super, super, super good ones, we'll hand out another code. But the rest of the stream at this point is Volkeys. So if you guys have any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. We went over all the weekly spoilers at the beginning of the stream. And at this point, we're just running Volkeys until we hit level 1,900, as well as level 100 hero class. We'll finally have every hero class maxed again, and level 1,900 milestone. We're ever so close to the 2,000 milestone. I never thought we'd actually make it there. Though in all fairness, the EXP boosters that we get now every single day does make it a lot easier compared to before. So hello, Humberto. Welcome, welcome. Why so early? Oh yeah, because of Super Bowl. I just wanted to order all my food way ahead of time before the rush hour. Or, you know, the Super Bowl rush hour in a sense. Which is that time around like 6 o'clock when like everyone's ordering everything. So I'm trying to order all mine by 5:30, so it'll get done in time. Because if I wait until 6 or later, it's going to take them like an hour per order probably. But how backed up they're going to be. What's the best team to grind PvP? Any team with Stellaryx. If you don't have Stellaryx, any team with Diamantina. If you don't have Diamantina, maybe Zolgoth quick kill team? Could be pretty quick. Especially if Zolgoth Catharix. If you don't have that, run whatever your like quickest AoE team is. Like Phoenicia, Scourge of Honor, or whatever other replacement you have. But the absolute quickest right now is just run Stellaryx. Run Stellaryx into whatever mana accumulators you have available. This week, the easiest one to do that on is yellow. You can build an Empower Bork team using Ihi Cattle into Bork. You can even 50% mana start it off of Mech Hero. Or you can go Essentia do 50% mana start your Stellaryx. Hey, we got a Volkey in our Volkey. Oh, wait, I'm not reading your messages? Wait, which one did I miss? Wait, I only gave one code? Wait, did I never give out a second code? Oh, wait. Oh, no, my bad. Let me go hand out a second code right now, then. I thought I did. I meant to between the two things. I guess I forgot to. Let me go do it right now. And we'll hand out a third if we get a thingy. From Volkeys. Yeah, let me go hand out the second right now. My bad. Let me go do that. Let's see. Grab this. Copy, copy. Paste, paste, paste. Cut it. Let's see. Put that over. Get our explosion. If it could ever click. But, there you guys go. Enjoy. There's a redeem code used on gemsawar.com for the game code section. Your invite code is in the settings menu. Redeem code's right over there in chat. And we'll hand out a third if we get any of the super mega good drops from Volkeys. And we're right nearly at the 1,900. So close yet so far. That's such a milestone. Honestly, it's going to feel weird the day we finally hit 2,000. 2,000, for all intents and purposes, is max level in Gems of War. It's not actually max level, but it's basically max level. For a sane amount of, like, EXP, it's basically max level. Because 10,000 is literally impossible. This game could be alive for another 30 years, and I don't think anyone will be unless they really rescale how EXP works. Like, is that unobtainable? And 2,000 is when you start to get, like, ultra diminishing returns on everything you get. Because you start getting an extra stat every 1,000 levels instead of 100. So it's basically max level. Now that people are technically reaching level 3,000, I guess it's not the max level in a sense anymore. But it is realistically max level for an average player. Because the amount you have to play before you hit level 3,000 is absurdly high. And aside from mastery, that moves you to from like an extra 0.00001 decimal. The only benefit that you get is once you've hit from after 2,000 is once you hit level 3,000, which almost no one will ever do. I think there's still only like a handful of people that ever have. I'm actually not sure what that number is. I want to say like 20 people in the history of Gems of War have ever hit 3,000 plus across all platforms. That has to be a really small number. Come on, we're so close to the level. We're on XP boost right now, too, so we should get it any moment now. I'm actually curious which one will hit first, level 100 hero or level 1900. These are about to both happen about the same time. It'll be funny if we get them both on the same level. That'll be a screenshot if we actually get that. I don't think we will, though. But that'd be really, really funny if we get them exact same level. They're probably going to be a few battles apart, though. Yeah, the goal at this point is pretty much just use the rest of these Vault keys, which at this rate, I think we should be able to do within, by the end of the hour. Opening 67 in 19 minutes seems very doable with Stellarix. Mostly because of Stellarix. Though Diamantina can do the same. This is actually not something you need Stellarix for. Diamantina does exactly what we're doing right now. So hello, Chris. Welcome, welcome. Though I believe there's a small chance it doesn't have enough damage depending on what your magic bonuses are. Where Stellarix will always one-shot here regardless of what your magic bonuses are. Like if you're at the point where you're capable of even owning Stellarix, you have enough magic most likely to one-shot here. Whereas Diamantina, even with max magic, can sometimes not one-shot if you have like no skulls on the board. But Stellarix always will. Hey, we got a lesser thing. That's our first good orb ball this time. That's not one of the really good ones, just a good one. Your ball's been well, Chris. Welcome, welcome. Getting our grind in, but for the Super Bowl. And then during the Super Bowl, we'll probably be grinding PvP. Won't be able to stream any of it right now, but I do intend to get 20,000 PvP before the end of the night. Either after Super Bowl or during Super Bowl. Yeah, there it is! It's finally done. Let's screenshot that. There it is. Level 1,900. Now to get another 100. I will put on blue, I guess. Another 100 until technically max level. As well as an extra magic. Which is pretty huge. Extra magic for hero. Not for all troops, unfortunately. How much VP do we have? I think we're at VIP 10, I want to say. Hey, another Vulcan or Vulcan. This is the second one already. Yeah, honestly, I feel like Super Bowl ads lately have been pretty underwhelming. I feel like 5 years ago and a decade ago, Super Bowl ads were way, way, way better. I feel the same thing about the Game Awards, too. The Game Awards ads have been pretty underwhelming lately, too. I feel like just all ads have been. I feel like they were way better, like, about a decade ago or so. Overall. Yeah, I haven't seen any Super Bowl commercials yet. I'm watching them all live. Whatever ones I'll miss, I'll just catch after. But I haven't pre-watched any of them. So if you guys are enjoying the stream, definitely feel free to leave a like. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also, if any of you are watching at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time after the fact, hello everyone. Welcome. Yeah, major orbital forging. Nice. I don't remember if I actually at the point where I need those anymore. We're getting really close. If nothing else, that's a refund for the purple weapon we maxed this week for Tower of Doom. So I still don't know how many we actually complete per hour, or per minute per hour while doing this. I want to say it's 3 to 3.5. We haven't actually timed it in a while. Probably should the next cycle of Volt keys we get. Because I'll need more than how many we have right now to properly time it. But I want to say this team, it'll also give us enough time to know if this team's ever going to get nerfed. Though at this point it seems like it won't be. They've gone this far without doing it. But really curious to see like what that actually comes out to. Just so we know for the future, like the exact volts per hour we could do. Assuming we're paying attention. Because obviously it could be slower if you're missing clicks. Time it off in an older video that I've used this team. Yeah, you could technically do it that way too. If we did a bunch of Volt keys at any given time, you can technically just time it off of that. This definitely feels like a 3.5 win rate though. Only really slowed down if we're looking at the loot. It's like a 3 to 3.5. Which means in 14 minutes we should be able to easily open 50. Yeah, we got the pure diamond drop, nice. Hey, that reminds me, we still haven't hit the hero class level up yet, did we? We hit the hero one, but not the class one. We should any moment now. Oh no, we already did! I didn't even notice it! Oh no! Because of all the other rewards, I didn't even notice when it happened. Oh, we must have hit it battles ago. Oh, whoops. Well, we've hit every goal now. We have remaxed every hero class. We have level 1,900 hero. We even got a perfect dungeon today. Finished out every weekly. We got everything done already. Got to finish the rest of these Volt keys now. Very productive stream for a relatively short stream. In the middle of the day. We're scatterbrained because of Super Bowl? No, we're scatterbrained because that's how we default work. I'm always scatterbrained. This might sound more coherent at any given time, but I'm never not. My brain always likes to think of different things. It's not like a low attention span kind of thing. It's more so just likes to always think of different things. Like, I could easily do something for a very, very, very long duration of time without getting bored. But my brain will always keep thinking of other different things simultaneously. Like, I can focus on doing one thing, but it always wants to always think of other things while doing that one thing. Oh, so is our XP booster still going? Because gosh, is that a lot of XP per battle? I think it is. Apparently we haven't been doing this for 15 minutes yet. That definitely seems above average XP. There's actually an easy way to check. How much XP are we getting here? Yep, the booster's still going. You can tell because it would only be like 100 something if it wasn't. But it's 200 something right now. Ooh, come on, something good? No. I remember when a major blue orb was actually exciting. Those were the days. It still is if you're a newer player. But these days in endgame, in this game, it is pretty much nothing. I'd almost rather see a major purple than a major blue these days. Even though major blue is actually better. We have so many blues that they don't do anything anymore. Whereas if we get absurdly lucky or unlucky on keys for a long duration of time, purples might actually come into play at some point. Whereas in the current state of the game, having more major blues actually does basically nothing. Unless they make power orbs do something again, other than the 3 mythics they currently craft. I was gonna say, you better not be 1 mana short. That'd be so unfortunate. Giving you half mana start for a reason. Also, did we really just get the soul drop off of Cedric? That's so disappointing. It's worse than the best soul drop you can even get from Soul Gnome. It's 2,500. The only reason it shows is 3,000 because of the extra 20% bonus you get from hard mode on these. Yeah, next week for Gems of War seems like a very pet-centric week. Because depending on what order you're doing them in, you'll probably have the Lunar New Year pet next week. Or the Golden one if you didn't already do the other one. We're going to have the Valentine's Day pet on Wednesday. We'll have an extra Valentine's Day pet to handle on Wednesday. And then we also have a faction event on Friday. So if anyone's doing that pure faction, they would also get that pet. It's one of the harder pure factions, so I do advise doing it during a weekend-long event like the one we're about to get. It's way easier than doing it on a Tuesday event. Like, if you don't have the pure faction done for... Oh, we finally got it! Extra redeem code time. We got the drop. Here's the 3rd redeem code. But if you don't have the faction this Friday completed, the Werewoods one, or whatever it's called, I think it's Werewoods, I highly advise doing it this weekend for 2,500 gems, or however far you want to go deep with it. Because trying to do it normally is really annoying. It's one of those that you generally want to have all the boosts for. It's not required to get it completed, but it will be a lot easier for your sanity. I say that. There's a lot more stats these days, so even without it, it's probably fine. Especially with the potion effects that you get from it and everything. But it's among one of the hardest pure factions in the game, mostly because of how luck-based it is. It's definitely one of the few that you would actually want to do during a weekend event like that. Not only do you have 3 days of buff, but you also get a lot more sigils towards it because of the 3-day system. Like a lot more free sigils towards it. It'll just be a lot easier with all the buffs and potion effects and everything. It doesn't reduce the RNG though. It just makes it so you can tank and do more default damage. So if you get bad RNG, it's not as bad. Sanity loss is less. Oh no, it's a really annoying one. I didn't even, it's one that I wouldn't even attempt to try to do without potion effects. It's just that bad. I would honestly say it's the hardest pure faction currently in the game in the current balance of the game. Even more so than Laraza's Lair. Because Laraza's Lair, all you have to do is get a little bit lucky on some attack steals and you're kind of good to go. The other one, you can get really trolled for a long duration of time, because every cast you do of everyone on your team can transform you. So anytime you do anything that isn't take Skull, you have a chance of ruining your team. It's really annoying. You did it without potion effects? Oh gosh. Yeah, it's definitely very doable without potions, as is every faction in the game. There's just a handful of them that's really advised to have it for. Werewoods, Lazarus Lair, that one with that one barrier guy, I forget the name. I think it's like Coliseum something? I can't remember. Or Labyrinth, I think it was called. Like, there's a few of them that are just so annoying if you go, like, no potion effects at all. Luckily, there are ways to go, like, partial potion effects these days by, you know, upgrading the kingdom enough. That didn't used to exist back in the day. So there's a little bit less of a need to do it during an event, but it still helps. Because unlike back in the day, it is possible to have potion effects even when the event is not occurring. You just have to upgrade the kingdom enough. Whereas those didn't exist back in the day. The stats did, but the potion effects from leveling them up didn't. Crypt Keepers isn't too bad. You just have to get lucky on insta-kill. It's literally just a dice rolling one. I actually did that one with no potions back in the day. It's one of the only few I did no potions. That one and Hall of Guardians, I believe. Which that one was kind of annoying because we didn't have enough damage at the time. These days doing that potion list would probably be a lot easier. Because we have a lot more magic in the game compared to before. As well as just stats in general. But Crypt Keepers is literally just a dice roll until you insta-kill everything. think you have like 25% rate or something. Like 25, 35% or so. You just have to keep casting until it insta-kills everything. It's a pretty straightforward one, but it does require a bit of luck. Not as bad as Werewood's or Loraz's Lair, but it's definitely one of those luck-based ones. Alright, final 10 keys. You'll have to do 2 pure fractions on the same week? Oh gosh. Well, at least the other one you have like 3 days for. But yeah, if you want to ever get... Oh, nice! We got the 300 gem drop. I think this is our first one to stream. But yeah, if you ever want to get the... Oh, what's it called? If you ever want to get the Tuesday faction done, they're kind of annoying because you only have 1 day to do it. It might be worthwhile to wait until it has like a weekend event. Though it could take forever. It could take like a year, upwards of a year before it does. So sometimes you do just have to do it on the Tuesday event. But the Friday ones are always a lot better. Not only do you get more sigils for it for free, but you also get 3 days to do it rather than 1. It's also on a weekend rather than in the middle of the week. So hello, Miss Insane Witch. Welcome, welcome. No, I did Hall of Guardians potionless. It's one of the only 2 I did. Crypt and Hall of Guardians are the only 2 I did potionless. Way back into the day. Yeah, I've only ever done 2. Also because after those 2, I was like, okay, I'm just going to potion the rest. Even though it costs substantially more gems, it was like, what, 2,500 each? That means in total so far, 35. What's 35 times calculator go? 35 times 2,500. I have spent about 87,500 gems doing pure factions. There's almost 90,000 gems just doing pure factions. Just so it'd be a little bit easier. These days, honestly, you could do it for basically 0 gems. It's one of those things that have basically gone down substantially in price. We spent like 90,000 gems doing it, but you could do the same thing these days for 0 gems. Just by upgrading your kingdom enough to get all the potion effects for free. One other thing that's gone down substantially in price is getting all Doom weapons maxed. I didn't bother doing that one, but it was like almost 100,000 something gems to do it, and some people did to have all max weapons. But nowadays you can do it for free just by getting forging orbs. Like even during the stream, we've gotten a major forging and like 2 small forgings, and you can just use those to get it done for free. Whereas back in the day, it was over 100,000 to max all Doom weapons, and now it's free. And the same thing basically happened to Underworld. Underworld, if you did it for all kingdoms, was almost 100,000 to max all, and we spent probably around 85 to 90,000 on it. And nowadays you can do it literally for free. It still helps to do it occasionally if you really want to boost up a place, but it is 100% possible to do it for free now. Even before it technically was, though, it was way harder doing it for free back then compared to now. Ah, there we go. Anyways, guys, any other questions? Any other anythings? Otherwise, I will catch you guys tomorrow night. Same time as always. Well, unlike today. Not counting today, but same time as normal. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. We'll be back to normal schedule. Only it was earlier today because of the Super Bowl thing. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Hopefully, if you do watch the Super Bowl, your team wins. I'm in for the commercials and the halftime show. And I'll be playing Gems of War during the actual game to try to get PvP rating up. Because one thing I hope to do either during the Super Bowl or right after it is get 20k PvP rating. We haven't really done much PvP this week, and my goal is, hey, at least we're not in the demotion line. My goal is to go get this, to go get ourselves a free deed book. We're just going to make first place. That's just so much free loot for only 20,000. So we're going to get first place and get a deed book from that. So hopefully we'll have 120 and I'll actually register correctly. And I'll be doing that during Super Bowl and later tonight then. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week, wonderful rest of your weekend. I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by as always. Greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching. And of course, we'll have the Monday video going up sometime tomorrow, going over all the weekly stuff as we normally do. But anyways, guys, catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.